exactly right here. Look at those stars. He's so cool. No one hacked Captain Decius. Go die, because you can't. What do you have in there? I'll just kill this guy. So last time the Senate said go attack him. Because I saw him there.
Attack!
That only took me for.
Besieging settlement, sir!
Settlement has I probably last that long. Assaulted. Should I do this or should I actually play it? Last time I did this, I died. I'm not very good at timing this.
I am no friend to fear. This many men know about.
Remember, the goal here is to capture the settlement, not destroy it. Buildings destroyed on the battlefield will also be destroyed on the campaign map. To capture the settlement, either kill or rout the entire enemy army, or reach the central plaza and hold it.
Okay.
Has started. March! Move out!
Okay, I'm just gonna.
Units!
I don't know.
Right up hand. Move out! Has started. March! Units! Units! Move out! Triarii! 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 Onagers! Move! Units! Units! Forward! Velites! Units! Units! Forward! Units! Units! Velites! Units! 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 Move out! Forward! General! Forward!
Use your onagers to smash down the walls of the enemy settlement by left-clicking to select your weapons and right-clicking to target them. However, remember to keep them out of range of any enemy artillery and position defensive troops close by.
Forward!
Those are hoplites? Which are hoplites? Is there any? Hopefully there is none of the.
Order completed!
Let me to get killed. Fire.
Attack!
Should I do this?
This gate has been destroyed by your battering ram. You have the advantage. Get some men through the breach quickly before the enemy can defend it.
Halt! Fire at will! Fire!
A well-placed rock can kill a lot of enemy troops. but it's hard to hit anything smaller than a settlement wall with these machines. Target dense concentrations of enemy units so that you hit something, even if it wasn't what you aimed at. Onagers fire large rocks and are mainly intended for use against walls and buildings. They can cause casualties amongst troops too.
Why didn't it break then? Okay.
Units! 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 Forward!
It's inside there, so I don't want to fire.
Rank up here. I started.
I didn't know that.
Priori! Units!
I didn't know it's inside.
Units! Forward!
Not the gateway. These guys are horses, militia cavalry. Peasants. Right here. Is there any archers? Oh, these guys. Shit. Is there any general armor? Archers. There we go. That's what it is. I hate archers. Just hate them.
Units! Units! Forward! Units! Units! Forward! General! Move out! Move! General! Forward! Unit!
Look at that burn horses. Man, horses burn.
Units! Move out!
Wait, only that. Then I should just get rid of horses.
General!
I'm like, what the frick? Why are you already? What's up with y'all? I'm so hard.
You have pressed the fire at will button for the first time. This toggles fire at will on and off for the selected troops. Toggle fire at will off if you wish to preserve ammunition.
Yeah,
Priori! Units! Priori! Units!
ammunition.
Units! March! Units! Move out!
one of your units is under attack from an enemy missile unit, you are currently using close formation. It is more difficult to hit a loosely spaced formation than a tightly packed one. Change to a loose formation by left-clicking on the button to the right of the review panel. Left-click the Show Me How button to see how to change formation. The best way to clear away enemy missile infantry is a direct cavalry charge. However, be wary of them retreating to difficult terrain for your cavalry to manage, or to where there are friendly units that could threaten you.
I'm using the wall to an advantage.
Great gods! Our soldiers have done well this day.
Okay.
The walls are taken.
Yeah, I kind of had the wall. Wait, the whole entire wall?
You have pressed the skirmish mode button for the first time. This button toggles skirmish mode on and off for the selected troops. When in skirmish mode, troops will avoid getting into hand-to-hand combat by keeping their distance from enemy troops. Missile troops, like archers, are all...
Keep your distance! Keep your distance!
You need to take out these archers. I wish I would have Stop right here. Stop right here.
It is possible to set alight arrows to rain fire and death down upon the enemy. Flaming arrows have reduced accuracy but are more devastating when they land and have a greater effect on morale. Left-click the Show Me How button to see how to do this.
What are the archers doing? Stop. Hold. Halt! I said halt! What are you still firing for? Are they getting charged? No. Peasants. I can move up now, right? Cultist. Oh. Once they stop opening fire. Archers, never mind, I'm gonna fire on the archers. Oh, look at that floor! You know you can stop moving, right? Oh, help lights. You know you can stop moving. What the frick are they doing? Like, bring their help lights up. cultist? Oh, I should move these guys up.
Hell it takes. 4 archers! Move!
Oh, they're finally moving again. Should we just take all these horses?
Attack! Wait for orders!
I need some horses. It's a legion. Is that a credit card?
Waiting for orders now! Orchards lead forward there! Triarii! Move out! Orders completed! Move! Forward! Orders completed! Move! Orders completed! Forward! March! Forward! We're under attack! Attack! Triarii! Move out! Triarii! Move out!
How did they win? Oh, because I was. Well, I lost. I told you I would lose.
Retreat! The siege is broken! Out of move, sir. Sir! Attack!
I need money. Mine is
Besieging
This scroll
settlement, sir.
contains your options for besieging enemy settlements. Left-click on Show Me How for further details. View the results of this battle in detail by clicking on the Battle Statistics button in the bottom left-hand corner of this scroll. Click
Capture
Now would be a good time to learn how to control the development of your settlements. By selecting and constructing the correct buildings, you can attract more people to tax, create a bigger pool of recruits, and gain access to better units. Left-click on the construction button to begin building improvements in this settlement. To keep this settlement safe and to support your troops, you need to improve Tarquiniai's public order rating and your income. To do this, you must 1. Build a shrine to Jupiter to help keep the population happy. 2. Build better roads to increase trade and troop movement speeds. 3. Build at least 4 units of town watch to act as garrison. Although you will need to spend a few turns clicking the end turn button to achieve this, manual recruitment can only take place when a governor is present in a settlement. If there is no permanent governor in place, you may wish to queue up units for training. Left-click on a unit to add it to the recruitment queue and again to remove it. You can change the order of training. This is the button you click for recruiting armies. No faction can...
I finally captured a settlement. I paid off all my debts. Was that a boy? I need to see the family right now.
This scroll lets you view important information about your faction, including your progress.
It was a boy. These are boys, I think. Decius? Which boys? I think these are boys. Faction hair. He's all faction hair. Unless one of these can prove better.
You have constructed a shrine to Jupiter. This will help increase Tarquiniai's loyalty to Rome. Make sure you upgrade your barracks in order to allow recruitment of units. This will allow you to move existing troops out of Tarquinii and onto more important duties.
I need a repair.
Manual construction can only take place when a governor is present in the settlement. If there is no permanent governor in place, you may wish to queue up buildings for construction. Left-click on a building's picture to add it to the construction queue and again to remove it. You can move buildings in the queue to change construction order by dragging and dropping within the queue. Right-click on a building's picture to view its description. This scroll gives you important information about a particular unit type, the number of men in the unit, training costs, and upkeep, the amount of cash it costs each turn, its special abilities, if any, and some description. All of this can help you decide whether or not to train a unit.
Faction announcements. Coming of age, this release, I need to get. What would give me more? I need to improve my roads. What's it called? Family tree. He's another coming of age. Yay! I mean, look at all these. I should probably separate them. Well, that's not me to think. Wait, will it consistent? Hold on. Wait till we have 3 boys. Okay, this is not. And then that will be with hair after with you guys. I need to split these guys up. Sometime later. And I need to get rid of Town Watch will stay here. Another coming of age. Yep, I know it. Oh, it's because of all that improvement I did.
Left-click on my portrait in the scroll to ask for advice on what unit to recruit next from this settlement.
Okay, just don't recruit anyone.
Left-click on my portrait in the scroll to ask for advice.
Sure, I don't know. Okay, I need okay, so. Can I get another one? No, actually, he didn't want to.
You can view your faction's family tree from here. You can also change your faction's heir by selecting a portrait and clicking on the laurel button on the left of the scroll.
Okay, so I need to put up my army.
Orders? General.
How do I-
Orders?
Okay, let me try this.
Onward!
So, this guy.
Orders?
Can go here.
Onward!
No, I didn't mean that far. No, stop. Damn it.
Sir!
These
Move out!
Joining forces.
Sir!
Move out. Combining troops.
This guy's gonna
Imperator!
go up here.
Move out! Imperator!
So this guy.
Sir! Onward!
The town watch can stay there.
General! Onward! General! Onward! General! Move out!
Is that their training room? What is it?
Imperator! Move out! General! Move out! Orders? Forward! Sir! Move out! Sir! Onward! Orders? Forward! General! Move out! General! Move out!
The strength of an army is shown on its banner. The more colour on the banner, the more men are present. Any stars next to the army show the command rating of its general.
I know there's a settlement up here.
You have now built a road. Roads are very useful for getting troops from A to B quickly, and also for increasing trade between cities. The better your roads, the more trade you will generate from the surrounding area.
It's two. Oh, 195. That's the first time I've seen
The Senate are impressed with your progress. You must now take the Samnite city of Bovianum in the southeast. The Samnites have insulted the authority and dignity of Rome by supporting the Etruscan tyrant of Tarquinii in his resistance to Rome. They seem to prefer the company of Gauls and Greeks to the honest and upright people of Rome.
General, leaving the army.
To move your units out of a city, left-click on the city. Then left-click on the unit or agent in the review panel you wish to move out of the city. Hold down the control key when selecting.
Sir!
Once a character or army is moving towards their target, you can double their speed with an additional left or right-click on the target. You now have all the basics you need to manage a successful faction. This scroll gives you all the important information about a particular building, how much it costs, how long it takes to construct, and its game effects. Some buildings can be important because they allow you to build other, more advanced buildings in the future, so it's worth reading all the information here.
General! Imperator! Sir! Onward! Merging armies! General! Forward! Moves depleted, sir.
I just want to see, did I get that fort?
You can obtain better quality weapons and armor for your men by constructing a blacksmith, armorer, or foundry in this settlement. Once complete, these buildings provide superior equipment for all new units trained here.
So what? Tell off or sell it. Oh, I thought he married a girl there. I was like, whoa. Yeah, he's a national king, actually.
Use backspace to stop the movement of your characters or armies on the campaign map.
March!
How do I get trade? I don't have any trade. Oh my god, look at that. There's so much trade.
Moves depleted, sir.
I need trade.
Aye, Captain.
Where are celebrations? Ooh. Please send Miss Julius.
Sir!
When defending your territory, it is important to know how far enemy armies are able to move. Mouse over an enemy army.
Okay, so that's all record. Thanks for watching. It ended up being a 40-minute video. But thanks for watching, everybody. See you in the next one.